Hi everyone! Welcome to IC Stories episode 50. Decentralized Finance Hub po for Web3 ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon. So very, very exciting. They are called ICPEx. So they are the most meme coin friendly DEX or decentralized exchange on ICP where you can create a token with only $1. Yes, tama po ang narinig ninyo. So, dun pa lang no, napakarami nating questions. So, ayan, i-prepare nyo na ang mga yan because as you guys know, at the end of the AMA, we pick community questions. And then kapag napili po kayo, ay meron kayong rewards na ICP. So, let me say hi muna sa mga nag-attendance check. Um, Scout Martin, hello, thank you so much. Dini, Charimaya, Lia Lia, Feisty, and of course, Esther Z ICP Espeso, hello, kumusta kayo? Thanks so much for joining in. Ayun, no, so kung may mga questions kayo, you can send them as early as now. All right, we are also live on Facebook. So hello everyone. If you're watching from Facebook, let us know. And of course, dahil nga ang topic natin is number one or meme coin friendly decks on ICP, let me know kung meron tayong mga meme traders diyan, no? Sobrang active ngayon ng meme coin space eh. So, if you're participating in that, I think it would be a very, very interesting convo, no? So, let us know, let us know. Feel free to comment. All right. So, solo flight tayo today dahil napaka-busy ng ating hub. Our co-founder, Sir Nelson, is attending to other calls, no? But no worries, tayo po ay the show must go on and it's still going to be a very interesting episode. So, all right, wag na nating patagalin pa. Let's call in their ops manager, Metal, to the stage. Hi, Metal. How are you?
Hello, hello. How are you? Nice
I'm
to meet you.
good. Yeah, nice to meet you. Great to have you here. Thanks for making time.
Thank you as well. Thank you for inviting me to this amazing episode.
Yes, of course. We are, again, super glad to have you here. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, how did you start in Web3 and how did you get to work with Metal or with ICPX?
Yeah, sure. So hi everyone. Hi chat. I'm Meadow from ICPEx and I am the operations manager. ICPEX, like we are a fully decentralized exchange built on IC, and I guess everyone know that. And our product philosophy is user centric, and we aim to provide users with simplified trading interaction process. So I worked as a product manager in a tech firm some years ago, and I
Mhm.
happened to come across this ICP, and I find it really interesting because this community is very enthusiastic, and there are a lot of amazing projects like you know uh, just happening every day on a daily basis. So I just sort of connected with the team, and after some time, and they let me in their team, and I was just doing operation stuff for them, and yeah. And I also want to just make a brief introduction for ICPEX for people that may not be very familiar with us. So we are a yeah, as I mentioned, we are a fully on-chain decentralized exchange, and we are providing users with a simplified trading interaction process, a non-custodial and transparent liquidity pool, and a one-click token creation tool. And as you have mentioned, we are a very meme coin friendly DEX on the ICP. Users have created over 340 tokens on
Oh,
on our platform, which making us the primary choice for creating meme coins within the ecosystem. And our goal is to become the most user and developer friendly DEX
mhm.
in the ecosystem. Yeah.
Very interesting. I mean, you got us at meme coins. You know how there's so many people in the space who are just dedicated to it. Like it's a next level of dedication.
Mhm.
Um, their interest doesn't stop within that portfolio, but also being involved in the cultural impact and aspect of it. As you know, ICP is actually running a meme-thon. So I think that's very, very interesting. And again, the impact, we can't deny it. Like it's there. The meme coin presence is very much felt in the space. So I think you guys are very, your positioning is strong. Now I'm curious, can you share a little bit about why did you decide on building this DeFi on ICP?
Yeah. So first of all, we just saw an opportunity on ICP because
Mm-hmm.
the community is really enthusiastic. I think this is compared to other mainstream blockchain, so to speak, ICP is just, I think we just have the most awesome community,
Oh,
among
for
all the
sure.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think DeFi projects on other blockchains were thriving, but DeFi projects on IC compared to other blockchains, we are developing unusually slowly. So we felt that this state was inconsistent with
Mm.
the enthusiastic community participation and the active development from the team. So I think this contrast just made us believe that a user-friendly DeFi product was needed to
Mm.
channel the enthusiasm from our community. And also, like many of our members from our team, especially those tech guys, they've been early participants in the ICP ecosystem. So
Oh, cool.
yeah,
Oh,
so
geez.
oh geez, yeah. So we have experienced many projects within the ecosystem, but we've always felt like we're a little bit concerned about the Dex projects on ICP because the user experience may not be that that satisfactory. It's
Mm.
exactly user friendly. And a very prominent issue was that we felt that the swaps took a long time and they often failed.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we built ICPEx because we want to build a DeFi from the user's perspective. And after several months of hard work, we are actually confident to say that ICPEx is currently the smoothest and the most user friendly DEX on ICP.
Oh, we love to hear that, especially for if you're trading meme coins. Every second counts, you know. So if
Mhm.
the transaction fails, I mean, that could potentially mean with the volatility of meme coins, potentially mean like
Yeah.
a huge miss or a huge miss of opportunity. So we love to hear it. Now, ICPX is relatively a new player in DeFi, right? So can you
Mhm.
share with us like unique aspects? Competitive advantages of ICPX compared to other DEXs like Sonic and ICP Swap.
Yeah, sure, of course. So first of all, we built a very solid foundation for the swapping process. We use PMM algorithm as the foundation, which means
PMM.
yeah, PMM. And we also have our proprietary smart routing algorithm to optimize those
Mm,
trading paths. So these features will significantly improve the trading speed on ICPEX. So, for example, a swap process like on Sonic or ICP Swap, they would normally require 4 to 5 steps, but it can be completed in just 2 steps on ICPEX. So we smooth this swapping process out
oh,
very,
it's easier. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, apart from that, we have also observed that some DEXs usually use a liquidity custody model. So users'
Mm,
funds are aggregated into a unified token account, and
mm,
the liquidity pool canister only executes logical transactions. And
mm,
this we feel like is actually a relatively centralized approach. It also poses risk to the security of users' funds.
mm,
So when building ICPX, we adopt a fully decentralized architecture, which means all of the users' funds are stored in the liquidity pool canister, and
yeah.
users can, yeah, they can verify this through the Definity's dashboard's open interface, which
Mm,
again ensures the security of their funds and the transparency of those
yeah.
transactions. And last but not least, I think as you mentioned, and as we've been saying, this ICPX is the most meme coin friendly
Mm,
DEX within the ecosystem because we offer a a range of self-service tools for the users, like the one-click token creation tool, one-click token ownership relinquishment, and one-click liquidity pool ownership relinquishment features as well. And because you mentioned Memathon, and we are actually the partner of Memathon, which is hosted by ICP Hub.
Oh, that's so cool. I had no idea. I was like, "Oh, did you know?" Only to find
Yeah.
out myself that you guys are partners of that. Wow. I mean, I really loved it. I participated in the X spaces that they had. I
Hmm.
think like last month, and it was so interesting. And I feel like it was about time that ICP also participates in those kinds of events. So so nice to hear that you guys are the partners.
Yeah, I think it's actually very, very good event. It just brings a lot of the
Yeah.
communities together. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and
And it's just
yeah.
fun, nothing. Well, we always say and appreciate that ICP's technology is sophisticated. That doesn't mean we can't just have fun, right? Meme coins,
Yeah,
they're there. Yeah, you have to
absolutely.
acknowledge them.
Yeah, just don't let your memes be dreams, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
correct, correct. Yeah, I need that tattooed on me so that I don't forget.
yeah. Yeah, so yeah, during the memathon event, I think a few dozens projects actually use our token creation tool to build their own projects and submit them
Mm.
swiftly. So I think um, in the future we will
Oh.
also continue to develop more self-service tools such as batch airdrops and liquidity mining services, so we can
Interesting.
service the user better. Yeah.
Yeah. So many I At the top of my head there are so many projects and benefits to the users. So I will look forward to that. And I think what I'm seeing, the pattern that you guys are doing is just basically making everything accessible to people and making, the process streamlined, easier, more efficient. So
Mhm.
I really like that about the conversation we're having now.
Yeah.
So
Thank.
yeah. So I just want to clarify. So ICP is a general purpose application blockchain that addresses the blockchain industry's horizontal scaling problem, right? With
Mhm.
asynchronous actor smart contracts. However, that also means that ICP's native atomicity doesn't compare much to Ethereum. So,
Mhm.
will that difference in atomicity create adoption barriers, you think? Or is there a work around that?
Yeah, I do think this issue of atomicity will become a barrier to adoption
Mhm.
because atomicity is a foundational infrastructure, and
Mm.
if you imagine a trading system which lacked atomicity, and then
Mhm.
who would even consider their transactions to
Yeah.
be sufficiently secure? So
Mm.
this is really a fundamental issue, and the same also applies to institutions. Like the deposit of large funds must be guaranteed by decentralization and reliability.
Mhm. Yeah, that's a very interesting take, and um, I think these are topics that we also should be discussing, right? So that we're aware, we're aware of all of the facts before we decide. So I think that's cool
Mhm.
that you're good to touch upon that. Now, do you think ICP's technology has other aspects that can compensate for that?
Yeah, I think yeah. So in terms of this one, I think we are actually talking to the Definity team. So uh,
Mm,
you know, personally, we think that building a DeFi subnet on ICP is a feasible solution because
yeah.
it can introduce more advanced virtual machines to develop the ICP ecosystem. Also, it will allow us to perform those transaction activities even smoother and faster. And additionally, I think by introducing a non-WASM Rust canisters, which can support rollback and exception handling, this can also compensate for atomicity issues.
Yeah.
We are
Mhm.
discussing with the teams, and we want to be participating in the construction of unified modules for the ICP's DeFi ecosystem. And we also, by by fixing this, I think we can bring significant development to the ICP DeFi ecosystem,
Yeah.
not only for us but
Push
for
it
all the
forward.
participants.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's very interesting and so exciting to hear that you guys, again, while you are building on great tech already, but you are pushing it forward and making sure that it advances as well and addresses some of the gaps that are existing now. So very, very interesting. I saw that you guys, ICPX, recently integrated with Dex Screener. What what exactly does that mean for the ICP ecosystem?
Yeah, so we are actually the first Dex within the ecosystem to do that, and
Mm. Oh,
on our
congrats.
thank you. Yeah, yeah. So on our Twitter announcement, I saw a user's comment which says, "This is a small step for ICPX, but a giant leap for the ICP ecosystem." And
Mm.
this quote actually touches me a lot because the integration allows more Web3 users to see the development of our ICP ecosystems projects, by seeing this through a mainstream Web3 gateway entries, and it also overturns the common perception of many users that the ICP ecosystem is isolated and closed off. And of course, we put in a lot of effort during the integration process. And I think this also lays the groundwork for the subsequent integration of other DEXs in the ICP ecosystem. And I believe after our integration happened, ICP Swap also made the integration with Dex Screener. So I think it's really a good thing for a lot of those mainstream Web3 users to see that our ICP ecosystem is thriving as well. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. So a lot has been happening. You've been announcing things on Twitter and just surprising everyone with the things you're currently building, just making it easier and more, again, more efficient. Um, what can you share? Like, what can we expect from you guys, and maybe in the next 3 6 months, short term, and even the long term vision or long term roadmap of ICPX?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So, in terms of our short-term plan, so our main focus has always been on product functionality optimization and ecosystem development. So, and within the maybe like the next month or so, we will be launching many new features soon, such as liquidity mining, token staking, and batch airdrop tools. So, these features can be initiated by users themselves without platform intervention. So this is not possible on other DEXs. And we have also recently negotiated a collaboration with the FOMOware project on fair launches for meme coins. So more meme coins, and they will bring a very exciting meme coin launch model for the SCP ecosystem. So I think we can stay tuned for that. And
Mm-hmm.
in the medium to long term strategies, we have a SNS plan, and we hope that everyone can join us when the time comes. And
Oh, very
additional,
exciting. It's
yeah,
always
yeah,
a milestone to have that integrated. So very interesting. Uh-huh. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, sure. And then we will also be pursuing multi-chain integration to make ICPX a cross-chain DEX. And our
Mm.
V2 version has already have a rough plan in place. Yeah, so
Mhm.
yeah, we can stay tuned for that as well. Yeah.
I love it. The very subtle way of saying, please follow us, join our community so that you can stay updated with everything. But yeah, I think that in itself, or everything that you shared, is truly interesting. And I know that you guys are cooking up big things that you can't share with us yet. So I'm also very excited for that.
Mhm.
Now, with trading, one of the things that people are making sure that it's present in exchanges is security, right? That's very,
Yeah.
very important. So, can
Mhm.
you share with us some security measures that you guys have or have implemented to protect community funds and assets? And Have you gone any audits, or do you have plans to do so? Things like that.
Yeah, sure. So first of all, the overall architecture of ICPEx is completely decentralized. So
Mm,
each liquidity pool manages its own funds, and the pools are entirely isolated from each other. So
mm,
liquidity providers can establish multiple liquidity pools for the same token pair, but our smart routing algorithm will always select the best ratios for users to trade. And this approach ensures that the distribution of funds is decentralized and they are publicly verifiable. And even if there is an attack, the attacker would only be able to access, one pool. They will not be able to access all the funds or for a given token pair through a single
mm,
pool, which makes the potential losses controllable. And
mm.
in terms of audits, it is because we have received a developer grant from the Definity team. So every feature we
Oh, cool.
implemented by ICPX, we will be undergoing a code review by the team itself, which can ensure the security of ICPX. And additionally, we will also be seeking external auditing firms to conduct, further audits of ICPX, which can enhance our security measures even more.
Interesting. Now I'm not sure if I'm allowed to ask this, but I will anyway. What role do you think DeFi will play in the next bull market? Not financial advice. Everyone watching, do your own research. This is just a conversation, Again, not financial advice or whatever. But again, what do you think DeFi will play in the next bull market?
Yeah, and it's a very interesting question because I think for the next bull market, I think uh, you know we are at least seeing many meme coins doing pretty good. So
Mm,
as a DeFi infrastructure, many of those meme coin projects launches and many of those decentralized financial applications such as liquidity mining, and they are built on decentralized exchange. So the growth and expansion of those applications have laid the foundation for a bull market. And DeFi can create a favorable ecological environment for the bull markets. It can reduce regulatory risk. It can promote
mm,
innovation, and just like meme coin or just like any other thing, they embrace the decentralized nature of Web3. So, I really think that DeFi is sort of like the engine of the bull market. And,
mm.
when the next bull market comes, we hope to collaborate with other projects within the ICP ecosystem, so we can jointly promote prosperity together, and we
Mm.
can contribute more to our community. Yeah.
Sounds very exciting, and that's a good perspective. I love that what you said. It's a good thought to process that DeFi could be the engine starter or the push needed to ignite that bull market. Could be
Mhm.
right, especially with the projects coming out such as yours, such as ICPX. A very very interesting take on that. Now we have a few community questions. By a few, I am downplaying it because we are now bombarded with questions. So if you don't mind, let's answer some of them. I
Yeah,
think we
sure.
should start with this one because you mentioned something about handling regulation and the regulatory challenges. So
Mhm.
Cherry Maya asks, how are you navigating the regulatory challenges in the DeFi space, particularly with regard to token creation and trading?
Yeah, so we have a very special algorithm that's handling all the token creation, and because I don't want to downplay this, but we did recently encounter an attack, and we've lost some bit of funds. We also established a rescue fund to provide support for those. But I think security is one of the most important things for a DEX like us, and we have a lot
Mm,
of measures in place to make sure that both the swapping process and token creation process are secure and are safe for all the users and all developers as well.
Mhm. Oh yeah, I mean, again, that those are points or core things that people look into, users especially, before participating in trading even. So thank you so much for answering that, and Charimaya for starting that conversation. He actually has a follow-up question, or it's not a follow-up but another question that I think is interesting. Are there any strategic partnerships or collaborations that you are pursuing to enhance your platform's capabilities and reach?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we just had a call with Bitfinity team yesterday, I think, because this was a really interesting call because it actually broadens our visions a lot. Because we want to be utilizing this chain key technology in the future, and we want to be, um, you know, expanding ICPEx to a cross-chain DEX. So
Yeah.
they're building something that can, they can bridge the tokens together, and they can make a cross-chain integration even smoother and faster. And
It's perfect. Just in time.
yeah, yeah. So we're still working this thing out, and I think a
Yes.
lot of changes can happen within the next month. So yeah, I guess people can stay tuned for that, because we have a lot of things planned in the future, and I think this is definitely one of the most unique partnerships that we have recently collabed with. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, especially in the field that we're in, Web3 moves so fast that if there's a problem now, sometimes you feel like, oh, it's so hard to solve. But then, like, you're just shocked that, oh, here's an actual solution we could explore. And it's very, very interesting. I think that
Mhm.
ties into what Zaku Cleopatra is asking. In what ways does ICPX critically evaluate and improve upon its own methods and strategies to stay relevant and effective in, like we said, a rapidly changing global professional landscape?
Yeah, I think we have an edge of this because we are relatively a newcomer in terms of Dex in the ICP ecosystem. So
Mm,
we also do have a lot of experience from our members, because we are a lot of our team members are long-term ICP participants as well. So
mm,
we see the advantage of using advanced algorithm like BMM, and we also have developed our own proprietary smart learning algorithms. And
yeah.
yeah, and apart from that, we have this philosophy in mind that we want to build a user-friendly product for the users and the developers. So
Mm,
by combining our knowledge and our techniques that we use, and apart and also we are open to any collaborations. Like I've said before, we've talked to many meme coin projects. We've talked to many more projects outside of ICP ecosystem. So we can just generally just broaden our view, so we can be able to stay relevant and effective, and
yeah.
we are able to build this DEX not only smoothly and also faster than other competitors. So yeah.
Yeah, again, speed is of the essence, especially with meme coins. So thanks so much for answering that, and Zaku for that question. Here's the next one from Miles Morales. This is interesting. Given the volatility in the meme coin market, how are you managing the associated risks for your users and platform?
Yeah, so in terms of meme coins, I think most users, to be honest, they want to make a make a quick cash, right?
Quick buck.
So
Yeah, no
yeah,
shame in
yeah.
that. I hear you. Uh huh.
Yeah, so we are doing a lot to prevent those fake meme coin projects to be
Mm.
able to list their tokens very easily on a platform, because
Do
we
you have
don't want
set
to be.
metrics for this?
Yeah,
Because
we
anyone
have
can
a.
build, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have like a strict process in terms of accepting who is going to be listed on our platform, because we don't want to have someone that wants to scam all the users.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
don't want yeah, we don't want to be irresponsible for that. So yeah, so in terms of this, we have measures in place that so we can regulate this process. And
Mhm.
yeah, so apart from that, we have integrated with Dex Screener. So those those tokens that are listed, they will be visible there if user made a transaction. Also, all the transactions are visible through the Definity's open interface. So everything is transparent, and the liquidity pools are also completely decentralized. So we by doing this, we feel like we made the most of security when it comes
Mhm.
to users and the platform.
Yeah, so we've already covered that security and transparency, both very, very valuable in having this, right? One more thing is also customer support. So
Mhm.
Espresso is asking, oh no, sorry, Feisty is asking, what kind of support system do you have in place for users facing issues or needing assistance with your platform? How would that look
Yeah,
like?
yeah. So we have it's mainly three things. We have a Telegram channel, we have a Discord channel, we also
Mm-hmm.
have a support forum that is open on our ICPEx.org as well. So
Yeah.
user can reach out to us, and we will respond swiftly if we're not sleeping. Yeah, so we will respond quickly.
What do
Yeah,
you mean?
so
Do you sleep? People don't sleep in the space.
yeah. Well, I actually just closed my one eye.
Yeah, just the one eye for sure.
Yeah, so yeah, we can respond to users, and help them figure things out, and it's usually the problems are usually solved within like 3 hours. So
Yeah.
we're moving pretty fast. Yeah.
hmm And I feel like most of the problems are pretty much the same. So you'll be able to find a way to just like, again, make everything more efficient and streamline handling those kinds of maybe disputes or issues and things like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So thank you so much for sending that in, Feisty. So another one is from Espresso. Can you elaborate on the technical infrastructure of your platform, particularly the role of ICP?
Yeah, absolutely. So we chose to build DeFi on IC because IC is just has a really unique uh, infrastructure all of all the blockchains, and the manage. So we built this because we can build a full on-chain program because our all of our management modules of ICPX are executed by the decentralized on-chain contracts, including the modules such as web assets, token management, exchange router, and Oracle. So by building this fully on-chain program, by putting both the front end and back end on ICPX deployed on the ICP, we are able to make ICPX full chain decentralized. And yeah, so this is the significance of ICP in our product.
Very interesting to hear. In terms of its, superpowers, can you share a little bit about that? I'm not sure how technically involved you are with the team, but if you're able to share maybe one or two, that'd be great.
Yeah, sure. So we are actually looking for, because I think Dominic showed this on his Twitter some month ago about
Mhm.
building AI on IC, because
Oh, that is big news. How are you incorporating that?
yeah. So I think this also speaks to the uniqueness of ICP because only ICP is able to run those AI models fully on chain. So we
Mhm.
are utilizing this by we are looking forward to build this AI smart contracts on
Mhm.
our platform. So yeah, we are still it's still in development. So I think
Yeah.
people will see this in maybe like a few months, but we are still doing this, and I think this is one of the most unique things that you can do on on the internet computer protocol because
Yeah, you can leverage it
no
for
other
sure.
chains, yeah, no other blockchains are able to do that. So we just hope to utilize this, and we hope to bring unique things into our platform, into the ecosystem.
Yeah, I mean, along with the growth of ICP as a blockchain, I think in general there are already, because of how fast paced everything is and the kind of innovations that we are pushing out, there are a lot of new players in this space, a lot of
Mhm.
beginners, a lot of, crypto curious, web3 curious. So with that said, usually people are introduced to it, their first exposure would be meme coins, right?
Mhm.
So how user friendly is your platform? So Joe Stark XC asks, do you have any initiatives in place, um, uh, to make sure that you have a user friendly experience for, again, newcomers to DeFi and generally Web3?
Yeah, so we have first of all the token creation tool I mentioned. So you can
Oh, yeah.
create a token. Yeah, you
Uh-huh.
can create a token with just one click. But obviously you need to prepare the name, the token
Mhm.
logo, etc. But we have this tool that user can customize the burn fee, the transfer fee, and user
Mhm.
can also customize, the deflationary attributes of this token. And user can select the ICRC-2 plus and DIP20 plus tokens. So um, users able to customize those burning or deflationary things, and the service fees is only $1. And
Mhm.
apart from that, users are also able to relinquishing token ownership in just one click. So the token can become a fully decentralized token, and no other code is required when user is building this project. And apart from that, we have also open sourced the ICRC-2 plus token protocol code for that. So
Mhm.
user can even do more customization for that if they want to. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
In terms of, trading, if I don't really want to create a token, in terms of like just the swapping and things like that, how user friendly is it? Like, can I introduce it to a total newbie? Is it user friendly uh, to everyone?
Yeah, absolutely. The the token swapping page is I think it's pretty neatly designed. So you just need to select two token pair you want to do.
Yeah. The
Do
usual too. Yeah.
Yeah, so once you got that in mind, and you can just click swap, and there will be like only two process. There's one and two, and you can just wait for the errors to go from one side to
Yeah.
the other side, and the swapping process will be completed. And yeah, and like I said, this is a lot faster than what we experience from other dexes. So I
Yeah.
think usually found this pretty friendly.
Mhm. Well, that's very cool. And I think it's about time that mass adoption starts rolling in. And again, many of the people I talk to, their first exposures, meme coins or anything related to that. So I think this is very ample, and again, such an in great timing for the next bull run. So I have two more questions here, a bit more technical,
Mhm.
but I feel that we should be covering them as well. So this one is from Edu Optimu. Optimu, can you describe the incentive structures of ICPX that you have in place to attract and retain liquidity providers on your platform?
Yeah, absolutely. So, in terms of managing aspect, we are talking to many meme coin projects. So, a lot of our projects have already expressed their interest in building liquidity pools on the ICPEx. A lot of our, the old meme coin projects like
Mm.
EXE, DogMe, and
Oh.
they have built a pretty large, pretty significant number of liquidity pools on our website. So we are able to retain this liquidity portion. And apart from that, we are also talking to many newcomers in terms of meme coins. So we will be offering them batch airdrop tools later
Mm.
this month. So users for the meme coin projects, users they were able to do batch airdrops. Also, we are also partnering with many of the other organizations. So the meme coin projects they have incubated, they can do a one-click uh, liquidity pool transfer. So their
Yeah.
token can be listed on our website if they're legit. And we are
Mm.
also partnering with FOMOWell, which is also a newcomer of the ICP ecosystem, and they are
Mm.
a meme coin fair launch platform. So users can, once the token they created on FOMOWell reaches a market cap of $5,000, and the token will be automatically listed and deployed on ICPEx. So users
Mm.
can also see the meme coin being, realized, the meme to be realized on ICPX. So I think those are the method we have in place to attract and retain all the liquidity providers on our platform, so we can really build this thing together and build this even
Yeah.
more.
And we love to hear it. Someone said that I should do a Mulan token. Hi, Dan Dan.
Yeah,
Thanks so much for joining it. I should, right? Right after
yeah,
this
you
call,
should.
I would
Yeah.
like prepare everything, the name, the logo. The logo will just be my face. I'm kidding. Yeah, yeah. It's again very interesting, and it open again it gives opportunities to those who want to build a meme coin token but don't know how to. But you guys made it so much easier for them. So another question is from Samuel Jabs. What role do PMMs play in ICPX liquidity provision? How are they optimized for efficiency, and what are the key factors contributing to its superior liquidity? With three red hearts.
Yeah, thank you for the question. And the PMM, which stands for Proactive Market Making Algorithm, uh, compared to the traditional AMM algorithm, which is deployed by some other dexes, PMM provides more accurate price discovery and liquidity management because it enhances the capital efficiency by dynamically adjusting fund allocation and slippage. So it can improve the utilization of capital. And PMM is also adept at catering to both high and low liquidity assets with
Mhm.
its adaptive capabilities. So it really can surpass the AMM models in various key aspects. And also, apart from the existing algorithms, we also have the smart routing algorithm, which we built
Mhm.
this ourselves. And they are used to assist users to choose the best ratio for trading among the multiple pools of the same token pair. So user can always find the best ratio they want to choose when they are choosing a certain pair of tokens.
Oh, that's interesting. Metal, you have answered so many of the community questions and from mine as well. So thank you so much. You have been so generous with your time and again with just answering. Um, do you have any events or a few announcements that you would like them to keep an eye out for?
So you know, for people that are interested in our development, they can always follow us on X or Twitter, and they can join our Telegram channel if they have any questions, or reach out to me directly on by just DMing on Twitter. And
Mhm.
yeah, so we have a lot of features planned for the future, especially for the next month or so. So yeah, you can always stay tuned on that. Yeah, thank you.
Very exciting. Did you know that this is the episode where we answered the most number of questions? Only because,
Oh,
yeah, it's because everyone's so engaged, and I feel that all of the questions were very relevant and they spark such good conversations. So thank you so much for your patience on that, and again for just being so generous with them. So Meta, thank you so much. Maybe you can give just a final message to our Filipino ICP community.
yeah. So thank you, Milan, for for hosting this awesome episode of your show, and also thank you to all the people who are participating and for all the questions, all the comments. And we are nothing without all of your guys' support. So again, thank you all so much.
That is awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I am so excited to witness the growth of ICPX. Hopefully you can come again in a few months with maybe some updates and
Mhm.
some news to share with us. So again, thank you so much, Metal. Have a good day. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Bye!
Bye.
Ayan guys, maraming salamat po sa mga questions na sinend ninyo. Sobrang dami talaga, na overwhelm ako. Usually, alam niyo naman, per episode we only pick 5 questions. But for this one, tayo ay na carried away and I think we answered about 10. So 9 people will be getting rewards. 9 lang dahil 2 questions po ang pinili ko kay Charimaya. Okay, let's quickly show yung mga napili natin. Samuel Jams, Zaco Cleopatra, Espeso, Feisty, Charimaya 70, Esther Z ICP, Miles Morales, Edo Optinu, and Joe Stark XC. Maraming salamat po for sending in such relevant and engaging questions. Really appreciate it. So yeah, no, I think it's an interesting thing with ICPEx na ayun nga, with just one ng sariling token ninyo. But kahit na madali siyang gamitin, meron pa rin silang mga strict na kumbaga process, no, to make sure na hindi mga scammers or hindi mga bot etong process nila or etong mismong platform nila. So I think that's very crucial. Tsaka nakakatuwa na as you know, kapag merong mga projects, may hurdles lagi, no? Laging merong barrier for growth. But sa mga natanong naman natin, I think they are truly prepared and meron talaga silang, they know what the problems are. That's really big. They know what the problems are and they know how to solve them or how to address them. So ayun, nakakatuwa. Ayan. Hello, meron na. Dandan, yung idea mo na magkaroon tayo ng Mulan token ay mukhang gagawin kitang co-founder dahil may mga ano na tayo, willing buyers. Charot. So ayan, I think that's really fun. If you guys want to create your own token, you can check them out. I have everything linked in the description box dahil ayoko nahirapan kayo. So try it out and then ikwento nyo sa atin, no, kung kumusta yung experience na yon. And maybe we can show that tayo mismo, no, kung gaano ba talaga kadali and ka-efficient gumawa ng sariling token using their platform. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We have another interesting episode lined up for next week. So make sure that you are subscribed and you're following us on all socials para updated kayo. Also, I heard na many people don't know na meron po tayong weekly giveaways called IC Premio. So if you're not following us on Facebook yet, guys, you are missing out dahil napakarami natin pa activities dyan. And if you're not aware yet, aside from IC Stories, we also have IC Pulse, where we talk about local and global updates of ICP. Ayan, lagi nga nating sinasabi, lamang ang nakakaalam. So if you want to be ahead of everyone else, make sure to follow us there, watch our episodes. They're available both on Facebook and YouTube. So you can watch them there. Nakatatlong episodes na tayo so far. And Alpha Call, you guys, magkakaroon din tayo ng developer series led by our dynamic tech lead, Sir Elizer Rabadon. So please stay tuned for that. So yeah, napakarami pa nating episodes, but you have to watch yung episode 3 natin of Pulse, IC Pulse, para maging updated kayo sa mga yon if you want to participate. So again, maraming salamat po. Thank you so much for joining us. This is our 50th episode. Konting-konti na lang, no? 50 more. Dahil ang target natin is 100. Hopefully by the end of the year. Imagine, 100 episodes. But yeah, I think that's very much possible dahil napakarami pa nating interesting guests na pwedeng interviewin and community partners as well. If there are projects na you want us to interview or, you know, people in the kahit na Web3 space in general, ICP, or even just here in the Philippines, gusto nyong makakwentuhan natin sila, let us know in the comments and we'll try to get in touch with them and make that episode happen. All right, maraming salamat everyone. Thank you for joining in. I really had fun tonight and I hope you did too. So again, stay tuned next week for another episode of IC Stories. Thanks everyone. Have a good night.